What is up, guys? It's Kade, and I just finished up my grind on the T49. And so, you know what that means. We gotta do a T49 video. That's just too much fun. So, this first game that we're gonna hop right into, I'm in a platoon with a guy from Czar, and we're on Vineyards. The 49, I have a love-hate relationship with this tank. Shots either go in or they don't. And it's really difficult for you to decide when they actually do. And because of that, the T49 is just an extremely unreliable vehicle. Now, as I've improved at the game, I've gotten better and better at being able to counteract the RNG of this tank. But it still is absolutely a factor when it comes to every single shot that you're going to take in this tank. There's always a chance that a shot could miss, or bounce, or hit a track, or HE hits some rock that's barely in the way. But when it does work, it's very, very nice. For example, IS-6, a very, very difficult tank to pen with the T49. The only way you're really going to pen that is if you're flat on the sides or flat on the rear. Now, already, this game has gotten off to not the best of starts. So, I go for a nice HE shot on the borsig. Not sure exactly how much damage that is. Probably 349, but it's really hard to tell. Most likely hit his track, though. So now this IS-6 is pushing. We're looking to see if he's going to keep on pushing and maybe get a shot into him, but he's not. So now we have this FV201, Tier 7, British, fast-firing tank. We're going to load HE, and the shot goes right over the barrier of his tank. We take a shot for him, and luckily he has low alpha. It's not really that big of a deal. The Chimera, on the other hand, has 400 alpha. We need to run away from him. At this point in the game, it's 5-7. This is going to be a difficult match. We really need to clutch up here. Grab the kill on the T28. We have the Blaze looking at us. He might get a shot, and he does not. But we're going to get shot once and twice from the city. And then we're looking at the Blaze. We're going to try and put in a heat shot. It's going to need to get RNG on our side. Let's go. Get that nice 500 roll. A little bit low, but what can you ask for? That shot hit. That's what matters. Now, it's 5v5, but our team is considerably much lower on HP, so we're going to go for a shot, possibly on the side of this IS-6's turret. He turns, he's looking. It's not worth going for heat. We're going to switch to HE, get a solid 250 roll. There's not much that you can really do in that situation other than just shoot your HE. In this tank, I always tend to bring 7 rounds of HE, and then about 16 heat. Not sure really why, but it seems to always be enough. I never really fire more than 7 rounds of HE. If you really want to, you can bring 3 more, but definitely bring more heat than you bring HE. HE, yes, you can shoot it more consistently, perhaps, but shots with heat will always be more likely to go in. We get a very, very nasty hit onto that borsig. That's what you play this tank for, those 700, 800 damage rolls into lightly armored tanks at tier 8, like the RU, or the borsig, or the Scorpion. There's just so many. And that's why this tank is really just a blast to play. Even if you're not winning, you can still have a lot of fun with this tank. The Chimera, he's a hard pen. We're not even going to go for it. Could have maybe hit his cupola there, but it wasn't worth the RNG roll because we knew this borsig was coming up behind us. We're going to switch to HE, just peek out, hit him right in the track, ending his life. This is Supremacy. I had a mission going where I needed to get 16 kills in Supremacy. Behind us, the Chimera is racing behind us. He's almost going to get a shot in. He is going to miss, though. We're going to come out here, and we're going to try and put an HE round right into his turret. He backs up. We're not going to get that. He's going to peek again, though, and we're going to get a very, very nice 300 HE roll into the Chimera. Now it's 2v2. Our SU friend is not looking very healthy, and I am not healthy either. The IS-6, on the other hand, is very, very healthy. He's almost half HP. But we're going to peek out, Unsure if we got spotted there, so we're going to pull back. The Chimera gets hit by the SU. He does take a shot though, which makes him down to a one-shot. He's at 100 HP. Due to the fact that the I-6 didn't spot me last time I peeked this bush, I'm comfortable reversing out here and slowly aiming our shot in on the side of the I-6. It goes in. That is huge. We're now up to 3.5 thousand damage, and the I-6 makes the fatal mistake here. There really wasn't much more that he could do. He needed to go for this kill, but it allowed me to flank him. He misses his shot. We're going to put one into his side. It bounces. The SU is going to come out, put another shot into him, and then we can just finish him off with an HE splash. Games like these are ones where maybe you would want to carry a bit more HE in your tank. But we didn't need more than 7, and it worked out. So we end the game with a mastery badge, top gun, a high caliber, a scout medal, patrol duty, and top of our team with a very nice carry against the enemies. Our next match is on Canyon. We're on the south spawn, so they're going to beat us to the middle first because the river down in the bottom slows us instead of them. And so we're going to look at the teams first. Looking at the teams, they have an RU, a Borsig, a Ravioli. Very nice tanks for us. They're going to be nice. So we immediately load DHE because we're going to look for that RU. We're going to try and get a nice 700, 800 roll right into this man's face. Sure, he might hit us for 200 back, but getting that shot in is what counts. So we hit him 800. He doesn't even respond. He pulls back. We spot the YAG going left. We spot the VK going left. Their entire team is most likely going left. So it's safe to poke this middle ridge. The Ravioli does get spotted on that side, but that doesn't matter right now. Right now we spot the Chrysler and we can get a shot into it. Ravioli on its own is not a very dangerous tank. If, for example, the T95 who got spotted over there decided to drive down the middle, it would be a bit of an issue. We only have tier 8 tanks here. The 39 is almost dead already. And I can't really deal with the T95, especially not frontally. When I get on his rear, maybe. But frontally, T95 is a very difficult tank to deal with. We get heat right into the RU's track. Sadly, it does not pen. That would have been a very, very nice shot, and then we would have been able to finish him off with HE later on. The YAG is looking at us. We're going to pull back from the RU. This RU is actually playing reasonably well. But he is on such low HP that really there's not much that he can do. We're not even going to try to take a shot on that YAG just in case this RU peeks up. He does. He gets a shot into us. We don't have enough of him to really do anything. The Ravioli shot goes right into his mantlet. Once again, this tank does not have the accuracy to reliably hit shots like that. You need a certain amount of RNG and luck in most of your shots. So we're going to pull out, we're going to put a shot into the Ravioli. He's low now. Our tune mate in the Lorraine is most likely going to die to this T95. We try and bait the T95 around this corner. He does come around, but our tune mate is going to go down to the Ravioli. T95 is still chasing us. We're just going to go around, and we're going to chase this RU. We're fast enough to where we can relocate. That's another strong point of this vehicle. You can relocate extremely easily. That T95, he will never catch up to us as long as we don't take him on frontally. We get the shot into the side of the RU, bringing him down to an easy HE shot, and then we're going to see if we can farm this VK in the side. It's a 4-3. RU's really low HP. I'm half. This is a very comfortable game at this point. It's just farming. We get one shot into the VK. He does spot us. So we're just going to wait. We're going to reload. Watching for the RU coming behind us. That is one of the most dangerous things right now in this match. Because if he does come, and for some reason I miss my shot, which in this tank is a fair possibility, it could end badly. Put the second shot into the VK. He's now very low. He gets killed. And now it's time to just push on these guys. The T95 knows that I was going to come over. He's not a horrible player. And so he has already turned around. But we're going to try and go around him to the left. He is going to out-traverse us, and this Ravioli is in the worst spot, blocking us so that we couldn't get around. We do dodge his first shot. We aren't able to pen him frontally, so we need to get onto his side at the very least. We're going to go for a shot. It does not go in, barely. But we are still able to get behind him. That's what matters. He can't shoot us anymore. We're going to keep on circling him. And he is killed by the Ag Tiger on our team. On maps like Canyon, you can simply use your alpha damage to out-damage tanks like the RU, who was a reasonably strong player. And we managed to get down to very low HP very early in the game and just shut him down. The third match is on New Bay. This game, once again, looking at the team list, there's an RU on the other team. We're going to look and try to get a nice HE shot into him. The T49 thrives off of feasting off of low armored tanks and tanks that have weak rears, such as the T34, T32, really any American tank that you can HE in the rear, the T49 loves. Now, this RU is already YOLOing right down the middle, so we're going to load HE, and we're just going to aim. We're going to make sure it goes in, setting him on fire. 1,100 damage on the RU this early in the match, and he's going to go down. He gets stuck on the train. Little bit of teasing in the chat there, and then he is dead. We're going to go for a shot into the Patton. That was a very, very risky shot. It was almost never going to go in, but it was worth taking. An extra 500 alpha shot will help later on in this game. Maybe looking to get a shot into that T32's rear, but the M46 is actually a reasonable player and immediately rotated over here. We're looking, our turret doesn't traverse in time, so we put the shot in anyways, and then we run away. Fighting a tier 9 tank frontally is not something that we want to do. This tank is very, very guerrilla tactics. You cannot use it in a front fight. You need to run and stay away. This guy from Def, he is looking for us. He rotated all the way back just so that he could try and trap us out. So we're going to call for help. We see two of our teammates, and at this point I realize I can wait here in this corner. And potentially the SU will turn around or turn his side to me. He does in fact turn around, so we're going to go back up here and we're going to see what we can do here. He's going to stop right before he pulls out in front of us. He doesn't see us yet. If he did, he wouldn't be driving this carelessly. We put a shot on. Now the AMX is most likely going to die. The Scorpion is the same area that we are, so we're going to run away. It's not worth it. But then the Scorpion starts to pull back, and I realize once again I can set a trap. If they drive forward and they turn to the side, we can drive out from behind this corner and finish off whoever pushes the Scorpion. And combined with the Scorpion's alpha, we will be able to kill at least one of them, which will let us kill 2 tier 9 tanks in a reasonably close game. So we're going to come up behind this M46 Patton. We're going to put a heat shot right into his rear. And then we're just going to keep on going. This Panther is already fighting the SU. The SU is not looking at us. So we're just going to circle him and get around to his rear. And we're going to put in a nice 400 alpha shot into his rear. At this point, our play on their spawn has allowed us to win this match, as well as my platoon mates' effectiveness at mid, shutting down majority of their team and their heavy tanks while we dealt with their mediums and tank destroyers. Finishing off then M6 and this series of 3 games in the T49. Once again, this tank just can't take frontal fights, but if you can use it to get on the sides of tanks and really use your camouflage and speed to maneuver effectively, it is a very, very strong tank for tier 8. And results like this are not necessarily uncommon. Thank you for coming, everyone, and have a good day.